What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. How many more times we gotta watch videos of unarmed black and brown people getting shot and killed at the hands of police? Jacob Blake, I know a lot of people have seen the video of him walking to his car after getting a tussle with the police, and they shoot him in his back 7 times in his back, and now he's paralyzed from the waist down. His father has reported to media outlets that he is paralyzed from the waist down. Why did you have to shoot a man in his back 7 times who was unarmed? You was in a tussle with him. He broke loose, and he was going through his car. Now, a witness claimed that the police said, "Oh, he's got a knife," and that's why they shot him. That's what a witness claimed that happened. Now, at the original arrival on the scene by the Wisconsin police was due to the fact there was a domestic dispute between 2 women, and Jacob Blake was intervening in that situation. I don't know the relationship the 2 women had. You know, maybe one of them was a friend. Both of them were friends of Jacob Blake. Maybe one of them was could have been baby mama, or a lady that he was, other girl could have been a lady that he was intimate with. Who knows? The bottom line is Jacob Blake was trying to break the altercation up between the 2 women. The police arrived on the scene, and then I don't know what the situation happened after that, but somehow Jacob Blake's getting into an altercation with the police. They wrestled, they tussled to the ground. They try to tussle him to the ground, of the policemen. It was a group of policemen. They try to touch him, tackle him to the ground. They get into a tussle, and he breaks free from the tussle, and he attempts to, he doesn't attempt, but he walks toward the driver's side of his car. He has his children in the car, and he has another woman in his car, another female acquaintance in his car. Now, as he attempts to get in his car, one of the police officers grabs him by the shirt, and then he shoots him in the back 7 times. Now, Blake's father is saying that it's 8 holes in his son. So they say he got shot in the back 7 times, but according to his father, they shot at him 8 times. So that's attempted murder. That's attempted murder. The man was unarmed. He wasn't no threat to the police, and he was going to his car. Why didn't you just grab him and get him to the ground? You had multiple police officers there. Why don't you grab him, take him to the ground, get his hands behind his back, and arrest him? Read him his rights. All this could have been avoided. But you shoot this man in the back 7 times, you was trying to kill him. If you're trying to subdue him, you shoot him in the leg 1 time and get him to the ground, and then you handcuff him. You got him restrained. But to shoot the man in the back 7 times, that was execution-style attempted murder. That's what they did. That's what they did. It's ridiculous. Breonna Taylor laid in her bed peacefully, and police bogarted into her place of living and shot her and killed her for no reason at all, saying that they got the apartment mixed up. She posed no threat, wasn't armed, and shot and killed her, and it still has been no arrests involved. People out there protesting right now in Louisville, Kentucky, wondering why those police officers hasn't been arrested. We're going to see how long it takes for these officers to be arrested too, all of them. The one that pulled the trigger obviously should be arrested, and even the other ones that were involved in the situation, they didn't do anything to try to de-escalate the situation. When they say the officer pulling the gun out, they should have said, "Hold on, man, hold on, don't do that, don't pull the gun out, don't shoot. Let's calm down. They could have tried to de-escalate the situation." I know the situation was going in at a pretty fast pace as he's walking toward his car, and he attempted to get in his car, but you could have grabbed the guy. The guy that had the gun could have grabbed him and tried to wrestle him to the ground, but he didn't do that. He pulled a gun out, took the easy route, and shot the man in the back because he didn't want to wrestle with him. I guess they had wrestled with him, seconds before, and they couldn't get control of him. Then he broke for free and was walking toward his car. But still, you don't say, "Oh man, you tried to get him to the ground. He broke loose, so we had to shoot him in the back 7 times." No. Especially when the man was not armed. He was an unarmed black man. So you had enough officers on the scene that could have grabbed the guy before he was able to get inside his vehicle, grab him, take him to the ground, get his 2 arms behind his back and arrest him. All this, and this man could be not laying up in the hospital, paralyzed from the waist down. And he could be. That could have been avoided. Could have been avoided. This is absolutely ridiculous. Enough is enough. This is ridiculous. Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland. This is ridiculous. Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Jacob Blake. This is absolutely ridiculous, man. And here it is. I'm gonna probably get half the country, upset if they watch this video. Not half the country, but half the people who watch this video might get upset. But I'm trying to say, where's the president in this situation? Has made no comment. Worried about his Republican National Convention that's going on, and that he wants to keep the spotlight on that. He don't want to talk about and focus on anything else. But he has made no comments on this situation. He's seen the video, I'm sure. He's made no comments on this. He said he's going to be a law and order president. Well, where's the law and order for these police officers for this police officer who shot Jacob Blake in the back? Where's the law and order for him? Law and order can't just be for the civilian. Law and order got to be for the police too. They've got to do things in the right manner. They can't take law in their own hand. They can't be the judge, the jury, and the executioner like this officer was in this case, and so many officers in previous cases when involved unarmed black men, unarmed black women, and unarmed people of color. This is absolutely ridiculous, and enough is enough. So when you people see these videos, you got to make change. Vote. Make your vote count. Not only just for the president, but for all offices, all departments. You can vote for sheriff. You can vote for city council. You can vote for senator. You can vote for governor. You can vote for state senator. You can vote for city councilman. It's so many ways you can impact, obviously, corrupt, crooked criminal justice system. There's so many ways you can affect. When you listen to these people, these politicians, you say, "Hey, what are you guys going to do to affect change? What are you guys proposing to make the criminal justice system fair and equal to people of color? What is your proposal for that?" And if you can't answer that, then you're not going to get my vote. That's how you got to approach things. You got to make change. You got to vote November the 3rd, not only for president, but up and down the ballot. Vote for different offices and different people in elections. Senators, again, mayors, governors, city councilmen, sheriffs. You know what I'm saying? You got to vote for these people because the mayor is going to be the person that's going to be over the police commissioner. You know, you got to put the right mayor in. If that mayor in that particular city is wants to implement change in the criminal justice system, and they got programs and they got policies that they are putting out that's going to address those issues, then you can go vote for those people, because that's the only way change is going to get made, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is absolutely ridiculous. Enough is enough. No justice, no peace. I'm glad that people are out here protesting right now, and I would assume that there's going to be some protests coming up a lot of protests coming up all over this country. When people see this video, it's a very disturbing, to say the least, and it was just unnecessary that man had to get shot in his back 7 times for walking to his car unarmed after getting in a tussle with corrupt police who didn't try to de-escalate the situation. So when they talk about defunding the police, people are like, oh, they're trying to defund the police. The radical left want to defund the police. Now, why was the police coming out to a situation like that? There was no danger situation. There was nobody robbing a bank. There wasn't nobody, shooting at anybody. It wasn't nobody selling drugs. It was a dispute between 2 women. So why would the police officer even coming out to a situation like that? That's what I'm saying about defunding the police department. That situation should have been handled by a social worker. Let them come out. People that can come out there and come in there to try to solve the problem, not put gasoline on the fire, inflame the situation like police officers tend to do. Let me know what you think, especially when it's involved people of color. They tend to throw gasoline on the fire. Say there was 2 white women that were arguing. You think the police department would have came in and the white man was trying to, intervene and calm the situation down? You think that the same situation would happen with that white man would have had 7 shots in his back and laying up in the hospital, paralyzed from the waist down? You think that would have happened? Hell no, that wouldn't happen. Hell no, that wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, that wouldn't happen. You say, oh, he's pulling the race car. He's pulling the race car. No, I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking facts. Let's go. Like I said, I just went down a list and named you all the people that died unnecessarily at the hands of corrupt police. Ahmaud Arbery. You have to go down the list again. Michael Brown. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Sandra Bland. You know what I'm saying? Could have wrote her a ticket and let her go on her way. Why you had to put her in jail? Just because she didn't bow down to you, just because she was questioning why you had stopped her in the first place because of what was a broken tail light or something like that, or she didn't turn her turn signal on and switch lanes properly, some little misdemeanor thing like that, and she ended up in jail, hung. Come on now. Come on now, write the lady a ticket and go on your merry way. But you didn't like a black woman questioning you, and so you're going to put her in jail. You know what I'm saying, out there in Prairie View. Absolutely ridiculous. Trayvon Martin, he didn't die at the hand of a police officer. He died at the hands of a wannabe police officer, and George Zimmerman died at his hands. And then when his family wanted to get justice, they were denied justice. That man walked home free and didn't pay for his murder. Killed an unarmed black man going to his dad's house, leaving the corner store with tea and Skittles. Because he looks suspicious. He got a hood over his head. He's been break-ins going on in that neighborhood. So you want to be the judge, the jury, and the execution and take that man's life, and then you don't even get found guilty. That's what we talking about. And that's what I'm talking about when we talk about the criminal justice system needs to be fixed. Needs to be fixed. And that's what we got to do on November 3rd. Go out here and vote, and vote, and vote. Not just vote every 4 years, but vote every 2 years. Vote every time they have an election. Vote and find out and learn about the issues, and that's going to affect your everyday life. Let me know what you think in the comment section about Jacob Blake. You know, he's paralyzed from the waist down. I pray for him and his family. I hope this is not a permanent situation, him being paralyzed for the rest of his life. They say it's too early to tell. Hopefully he'll be able to walk. Because, he got a bunch of kids, he's going to want to, be out in the backyard or wherever, outside playing with the kids, throwing the football around, running around, playing basketball with the kids, or be able to do things with the kids that you're not going to be able to do if you're sitting in a wheelchair. Certain things you can't do with your kids if you're sitting in a wheelchair. Certain special moments that you're not going to be able to spend with your kids because you're sitting in a wheelchair. You can still be there with them, but certain physical things that you like to do with your kids, pick them up, play with them, play wrestle, all those type of things that that father does with his son, and a father does with his daughter, taking her places, taking her to a swing, putting her on a swing and pushing her as she fly in the air on the swing, having a good time at the park. Certain things he's not gonna be able to do sitting in a if he is indeed paralyzed permanently. Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I'll holler.